is a story about a moose and a muffin by Laura Numeroff. So I'm going to go through this page by page, and you can follow along. And I'll hold up I'll read the page, and then I'll hold up the page so you can see where I'm at. If you give a moose a muffin, so here you go. You can see the moose on one side here, and you can see the boy in the window throwing a muffin out to the moose. You'll want some jam to go with it, so you'll bring some of your mother's homemade blackberry jam. Here you can see the moose coming in the house saying he wants some jam. The boy's in the refrigerator getting some jam out for the moose. When he's finished eating the muffin, he'll want another, and another, and another until they're all gone. He'll ask you to make some more. So here you go. Here's the moose eating one muffin, second muffin, third muffin until all they're gone. You can see the empty trays there that the muffins were made in. They're empty. So he ate them all. You'll have to go to the store to get some more muffin mix. He'll want to go with you. When he opens the door and feels how chilly it is, he'll ask to borrow a sweater. So here you go. Here's a boy putting the sweater on. The moose says, I'm going to go with you. And then he sticks his head out the door and says, oh, it's cold. I want a sweater too. When he puts the sweater on, he'll notice one of the buttons that's loose. He'll ask you for a thread and needle. He'll start sewing. The button will remind him of the puppets his grandmother used to make. So here he is putting the sweater on. It's got a loose button, so he goes and tries to sew the button back on. And while he's doing it, it reminds him of a puppet that his grandmother used to make out of socks. He'll ask for some old socks. He'll make the sock puppets. So here you go. He's looking up the steps saying, I need some socks. And then he gets to work on the socks, making a puppet out of them. When they're done, he'll want to put the puppet show on. He'll need some cardboard and paints. So here he's all done with the puppets, and you can see it on his hands. He's got two puppets. And then he's going to say, I really like to have a stage that I can put the puppet show on. He'll ask you to help make the scenery. So here they go. They got the cardboard taped to the walls. They've got some paints out that they're going to paint the back of the cardboard up with and put on a puppet show. When the scenery is finished, he'll get behind the couch, but his antlers will stick out. So they ask for something to cover them up. You bring him a sheet from your bed. So here he is over here on the side. You can see his antlers sticking out behind the couch as he gets ready to do a puppet show. And then he says, I really would like to hide my antlers because they're so big. And he says, I'll put a sheet over them and that will hide them. When he sees the sheet, he'll remember he wants to be a ghost for Halloween. So he'll try it on and shout, boo! He'll scare him so much he'll knock over the paints. So here you go. He's got the sheet he's getting out, and he says, boy, I remember I'd like to be a ghost for Thanksgiving or Halloween. And you can see that he scared himself so much that he knocked the paints over onto the floor. So use the sheet to clean up the mess. Then they ask for some soap to wash it out. And you'll probably want to hang the sheet out to dry. So here you go. He's got the sheet all wiped up, all the paints with the sheet, so it's got a lot of colors on it. And he's going to wash the sheet to make it clean, and then he's going to take it outside and hang it up to dry. He'll go outside and put it on the clothesline. When he's out there in the yard, he'll see his mother's blackberry bushes. So you can see he's taking the sheet outside, and then he sees, oh, I see some blackberry bushes. That reminds me of something. Seeing the blackberries will remind him of her jam. He'll probably ask you for some. So here you go. He's got the sheet. He's got the sheet outside where the blackberry bushes are. He says, oh, I remember I like the jam so much. And then he goes inside and asks for some more jam. And chances are, if you give him the jam, so the chances are you're going to take the jam, and you can see the boy getting the jam out for him. He'll want a muffin to go with it. So here you go. Here's end of the story. He's back to the muffins again. So it's like a big circle. End of story.